Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Shaun.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're the Natural Gamers, and guess what we played this week? What game did we play, Ryan?
Played The Walking Dead Part 1.
Part 1, Episode 1, if you will. Developed by TellTales Studios, which is actually a studio that I'm quite fond of. The Jurassic Park game that they came out, the last thing they came out was fucking terrible. Wow. But I'm a fan of, I like the Sam & Max series. And Back to the Future. And the Back to the Future game was actually pretty decent.
Oh, it is.
It was pretty decent, it was. Yeah.
I enjoyed watching it. I didn't play it. Yeah,
it's kind of one of those games. If you watch somebody play it,
you played it.
You're still playing it because you're still like, well, why don't you try this? Why don't you do this? This is actually
it's that kind of game.
Those games, Telltale games, tend to be a lot of fun to play, like in a group scenario almost. Like I do enjoy playing it with those games with another person, and that's what we did with The Walking Dead Episode 1.
He was influencing me, nagging me.
Yeah, Ryan was playing, and I was just standing next to him and be like, hey man, you might want to check to see if those batteries are any good. But anyway, we're aside from the fact that this is a game, we play games, we are also big fans of the graphic novel of The Walking Dead.
Not so much the TV show.
TV show's okay.
It's okay.
Not terrible or anything like that, but we are big fans of the graphic novel.
Read every single one of them.
And this game actually takes place in tandem with the graphic novel. It's canon to the graphic novel, not the television show, the graphic novel. So it's like a side story, if you will, like something that's happening in the background of what you see. You even run into a few familiar characters.
Familiar characters from the graphic novel.
And as far as outside of the comic book, I think this got the tone,
it captured what
I think was. Compared to the TV show, this is doing The Walking Dead
more justice
than the TV show does, right?
Yeah, I agree. I would totally agree.
And it doesn't even have and you're not even one of the main characters from the main story.
It's and everything from the art style to the environment here, and it's
that was the cool thing. I liked they did this kind of it's semi-cell shaded, but it has hand-drawn lines, same thing as the art style of the graphic novel. And which is a very sparse, black and white, but there's a lot of rough detail, rough hand-drawn lines, and they put those on the character models, and it looks cool. It really does make it look like it is a graphic, or it is a Walking Dead graphic novel come to life, come to life, and it's very successful at that.
I would agree.
I think the tone was fucking excellent.
I do too. It was very good. I think it captured that dark inner the inner conflict that you have with each other, and you can't trust other people in the group. You have to try to find out all this stuff about them, and you are holding secrets yourself as the character. Because
this is less of I think a classical adventure game, and more of just almost like an interactive story. Yeah. But it's a story that you actually have quite a bit of influence in, and the cool thing, I love the dialogue system they had. Because it was really good. I mean, they have this thing where you have say anywhere from 3 to 5 things you can say, and there's a time bar. Which sucks. A lot actually another game that did this really well was Heavy Rain, and it forces you to think quickly, make a decision, and then you're stuck with it. And
you sometimes you'll be stuck with a decision you did not agree with. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah,
so it kind of takes you in a direction you want to go.
Sometimes.
But that's fine. No, I mean, that's not a bad thing. That's
it's not.
It's just thinking on your feet. Maybe that's how I would act in a situation
it's kind of crazy how many different ways each scenario can play out depending on how you answer those questions.
You can either agree, in the middle, or just totally disagree. It's kind of
or totally disagree, or be an asshole. Yeah. Or be mysterious and kind of avoid the question you're being asked and stuff like that, which may lead other characters to kind of be
question your leadership and your.
Oh, they just question you as a person. Can I trust this person? Is this person a trustworthy person? Because I mean, it's apocalyptic scenario and everybody's on edge already, and there sort of those elements are starting to be introduced that not all people are good.
No.
Some people get in situations like this, and they turn into monsters, for lack of a better term.
Which doesn't make much sense to me.
It doesn't make much sense to you because of who you are
as a person. Yeah, just
but
you gotta band together, man.
There's a lot of pieces of shit out there that would totally take advantage of that situation, and just be pieces of shit. It's all those. It would be the type of situation where everybody would find out who they really are. You'd really be put to the test, and that's the thing that I think overall The Walking Dead does very well.
Yes.
In the graphic novel sense, I think it does very well.
It's less of a drama as the TV show, and it's like more of like the book, like we said, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just and it gears towards everything the book's for, and it's just pretty good.
Yeah. So I think like fans of the comic should totally go out and play this. Even fans of the show should pick up this up.
Yeah.
Because I was on the fence. Like I had no real interest in like checking it out. To be honest,
I was kind of excited when I discovered it. Yeah, I was like, oh, this looks fun. I really enjoy The Walking Dead. Like I love like zombies and the zombie apocalypse. Like thought of it, like that kind of thing would happen.
Yeah.
And it's just I thought that was great. I thought like it was just as good as the comic book.
No, but I'm saying, but like before you played the game.
Yeah, before I played, I didn't think it was gonna be this awesome game because people were very skeptical about it.
Yeah, I was one of those people. I was really skeptical.
I thought it was gonna be good. So I was happy.
Right on. I didn't like, but like it kind of like the reviews and of people, some people that I trust. Actually kind of like made me want to go out at least try it. Like so I didn't buy the package, I just bought the first episode because I was like, you know what, $5, like it's totally worth worth a try. It totally was worth a try.
It's worth your 2 hours of time.
And yeah, it's about a 2-hour experience, like altogether. But like the thing about it is like it's like 2 hours that are probably worth like replaying 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, because there's like you said, you go in all these different directions.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see what happens if you pick these other scenarios. Yeah. And like it gives you a lot of scenarios where you have to pick, save someone and let someone die. It's kind of like something like that.
Yeah, like that's the only thing, that's the only complaint I really have, because I wish there was ways that like leading up to that point, like if you had made certain decisions, you could save both of them.
That influence on how you
like, but like, you know, those are the only parts that really feel set in stone. It's like, oh, either you do this or you do this. Either you save this person or you don't save this person. Those are the only like times that it ever feels like it's locking you into like you have to do something like very specific. Everything else feels very general and very much like you do feel like you're in control and molding. I mean, even though you're given to like either save this person or not save this person, like you're like, even though that's like an option, it's the only time you feel like limited in your options. It's the only time I felt like the hand of the creators like dictating how this was going, like how this was going to play. You only have 2 options. You have to do this,
But that's fine. That's fine. It's very small wonder, I guess.
No, that's a small complaint. That's like a nitpicky, like small complaint. But if like to be fair, if I'm going to criticize this, if we're going to criticize this game, that's like the weakest point of the game. Is like those didactic types of decisions, because everything else is not that way, so it does kind of like almost feel out of place in a way.
Because that would make perfect sense, like the way you influence the person before you have to save these 2 people, because you can like give people stuff to make them like you more, or like not give them something, or just say like an asshole thing,
or in how honest you are with them, and if they call you on your bullshit, or how convincing you are with a lie. It's very interesting, and it makes me like really looking forward to the other episodes, because there's like a little like next time on The Walking Dead.
And it looks fucking awesome.
And it looks great. It looks fantastic, and like because you've set up to this point, like it's been a setup for like what will be a really interesting scenario. Like this first episode does very much play like a first episode, where it's setting up, it sets the tone, introduces you to the new characters, and then sets up like this really like tension-filled, dramatic stuff that's gonna happen in the next episode at least.
And like, it's gonna be awesome.
And it looks really good.
I don't see how they could fail.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd totally recommend this. I would recommend that you go out and try this game. At least try one episode.
It's $5.
For $5, it's like worth a gamble. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed.
If you were willing to buy Journey, you should be willing to buy this. Like that's
most definitely. Yeah. I mean, like Journey's. I mean, it's apples and oranges.
Well, I'm just saying it's the price aspect. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, the price aspect, Journey, but Journey's totally different.
Well, I know.
The more fully realized like experience, because it's singular, and it's only 2 hours, but it's really like fulfilling. Yeah. This is 2 hours. And it's good and it's fulfilling, but like but you also know there's 4 other parts coming. There's 5 parts in total. But I would recommend it.
I would.
Yeah.
You should go buy it.
You should go buy it now.
If you're a fan of The Walking Dead or zombie, anything, you should go buy it.
Yeah, or if you're just like interested in like
games.
Or if you're interested in like a good story. Because it is more like an interactive like kind of narrative story, like interactive story, more than it is an adventure game. Because the adventure game aspects are They're there, but they're not.
They're secondary to what?
They're not really hard to figure out.
No, they're like the puzzles or the situations you put in.
You're never gonna like be bashing your head.
For a second, you'll be like, Okay.
Yeah, no, of course. It takes you like once you get your surroundings, once you kind of like search the area in a very general way, like you're like, oh, okay, this.
Yeah, I gotta do this. I gotta do this.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
It all makes very much sense. Either that or we're just like super smart. Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a difficulty setting you can set it on. I don't.
Well, there's like the standard, and then there's like where you can get hints. And it alerts you to like
that's right.
like relationship statuses, or there's one that has none. But we played the standard the first time. I mean, because I don't. Whatever.
I'm not in for a challenge. I'm in for like
I want to enjoy myself.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to do that.
Well, anyways, I'm Shaun.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're the Natural Gamers. We will talk to you next time we have something to talk about.